Welcome back, adventurers and friends, to Adventures Inward, Let's Talk series. To those who are here for the first time, hello, welcome. Thank you for joining us. Just a reminder to hit that like button and be sure to subscribe. It doesn't cost anything. And don't forget to click the notification bell if you would like to know when I post new videos. Today, we will be talking about ways to apply calming strategies to get you through chaos and chaotic times. So get comfy cozy, open your heart, open your mind, and let's get into it. Chaos comes in a variety of packages that can range in scope and severity. For example, finding that your car has been stolen is different from having what you thought was a promising date canceled at the last minute. But despite the differences, both of these situations can deliver an emotional blow that can leave you with a sense of internal chaos. In moments like these, it's important to have techniques that help you to recenter and move toward a state of calm. Coping strategies do just that. So, how not to cope? Before diving into what's healthy coping, let's be clear about what is not. Coping is not numbing feelings. Numbing is when we leap into action in an effort to avoid feeling discomfort. Let's return to one of the examples above. The disappointment of a canceled date. Imagine that you are feeling great about going out with someone you have been chatting with for a couple of weeks. On Friday afternoon, you are feeling confident with a little pep in your step. As you hop out of the shower, you check your phone, only to find a text reading, "I can't make it to dinner." That's it. No explanation. You try to take the high road and return the text. Hope everything's all right, rain check, and then you wait. As you wait, you are feeling some type of way, a way that, well, actually kind of sucks. In this circumstance, a common means of coping would be to catapult into a numbing strategy. Say, going out for cocktails with friends to soothe the sucky feelings. While that might seem like effective coping in the moment, alcohol is a depressant. The next morning may meet you with a hangover, the return of uneasy feelings, and almost certainly get you further away from the peace you want. What does healthy coping look like? Well, in contrast to reactions like numbing, healthy coping strategies accelerate a return to calm. Building a personal arsenal of go-to coping techniques that are effective for you will help you to create a foundation of mental fitness. Just like about all things related to the psyche, coping skills sound simple, and they are. But just because they are simple does not mean that they are easy. So, here are a couple of hard and fast rules that should help you acquire your go-to techniques, as well as an intro to actual strategies to try. 1. Establish strategies that are effective for you. Before you find yourself in the throes of chaos, you should figure out how you best cope. Just like airlines introduce safety protocols before the plane leaves the ground, you should identify and practice strategies for calm when you are in an average state of mind. 2, recognize that coping strategies are not one size fits all. Mental fitness, just like physical fitness, requires a personalized approach. This means that you need to try different coping strategies on for size. Examine the possibilities, eliminate those that aren't you, and give those strategies that do resonate a genuine try. 3. When you find a strategy that works, practice it regularly. The goal here is for healthy coping to become your first inclination when chaos rears its head. So here are 3 coping strategies to follow. There are a near infinite number of coping strategies that you can try. Rather than to provide yet another list, I'm going to describe and illustrate the different types of coping. These strategies fall into 3 categories: distraction, soothing, and balancing. So let's look at a new example. Imagine that your job requires that you manage accounts. One of your clients is particularly demanding, and you've consistently gone above and beyond to accommodate them. On a Friday afternoon, just as your work week comes to a close, an email comes from this client and hits your inbox titled "Unacceptable." Your stomach drops. You open it. Immediately, you note that your boss is copied, and you read on to find a scathing critique of the service that you've bent over backward to provide. Your body is abuzz with anger, and you want badly to reply with a rage-filled review of your own. Chaos has arrived. How will you find calm? Well, let's look at the distraction coping strategy. Distraction differs from numbing in that while numbing aims to dull the emotional experience, distraction aims to create distance from the source of emotional distress so that you are able to process those uncomfortable feelings. Coping strategies that qualify as distraction require that you go from an emotional-driven story that your mind can spin and shift into the present. For example, you can distance yourself from the situation by packing up your things and heading home for the day. Believe me, the email will still be there tomorrow. Please note that I'm not advocating for avoidance. Avoidance, that would mean that you never confront this dilemma. You will come back to face this email, but not until it's less emotionally activating. Other distraction techniques include grounding and mindfulness. Let's look at the soothing coping strategy. There are 2 types of soothing strategies, external and internal. Both work to bring your emotional state back towards a baseline. External soothing activities require you to do something that you enjoy that provides comfort. This can range from the simple act of taking 10 deep breaths to more complex activities like getting a massage or creating art. Other examples of external soothing include, say, going for a run, playing with your kids, or listening to your favorite music. Let's look at internal soothing strategies. They come from within. For instance, if you find your internal dialogue to be harsh, take a minute to imagine how you would talk to a friend in your shoes and try that language on for size. Next, let's look at the balancing coping strategy. Balancing helps you to bring logic into the equation. It includes making lists, being honest about how you are feeling, and asking for help, each of which can be applied to this scenario. You can list examples of work that you have done for which you are proud of. You can also say to yourself that you feel angry and hurt. In these circumstances, you may just need to lean into that sucky feeling. Be angry. Be disappointed. Pout. Yes, it sucks to have received this email, so let it be. It will not last forever. Finally, you can ask for help. Contact a friend and ask them to help you think through your options. When emotions are running high, you are prone to blind spots. Help from someone who has distance from the problem can provide insight to solutions that you might not have access to on your own. So let's talk about my final thoughts on this. These are just some ideas to help you find out what helps you cope with negative situations and feelings in a positive way and in a healthy way. With a bit of effort, you can acquire your own set of coping strategies that will allow you to handle difficult situations more comfortably. You got this. Just remember to be kind to yourself, give yourself grace, and always, always love yourself. Thank you for joining me, and I hope these help.